The get-ups have sure changed, and today's partiers aren't just kids playing dress-up, but the core of Halloween celebrations have stayed the same for years and years. It's the triad of costumes, candy, and pumpkins. Just in time for the holiday, we've got tricks and treats. Our centerpiece story is a creature feature. A special effects pro is using his magic monster touch to give people a fright night they won't forget.
So this is these are kind of like different chess pieces and stuff that kind of get placed up onto the wall and stuff like this. But this is just kind of like a prop here. And then I'll show you the suit that you can actually wear. It's a full foam latex suit. So
like I've got my hand in someone's guts. Then a little grease paint goes a long way. It's GIY, Ghoul It Yourself, a monster makeover made easy. And had your fill of pumpkin yet? Not so fast. Pumpkin spice may have hit an all-time high. We'll have those stories along with the latest in our Positively Healthy Medical series. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. He lives to scare. A former Fort Myers resident works in Hollywood, sculpting movie monsters. But he's back for a limited time run, applying his handiwork to a haunted house. It's fitting that Wayne Anderson calls his haunted house Legends of Oblivion, because he's somewhat of a legend himself. In Hollywood, he's the go-to guy for creature suits. So this is the entrance to the haunted house?
yes.
And how did you make this? What is all this stuff made out of?
It's because we're a mobile build. I mean, we couldn't physically build, a full haunted house, so we have to put up, all the walls and kind of make it where we can take it apart afterwards. But it's basically just all wood construction, styrofoam, spider webs, any kind of decor that we can find.
How do you get yourself into the business of making creatures and monsters and things?
I just kind of fell into it. I was never really looking or seeking out to have a career in, creature suit stuff or being a makeup artist. I was just doing it as a hobby, and then that turned into where I built up quite a large portfolio.
Today, Wayne's portfolio was full of blockbuster movies and shows, including the newest Predator flick, Jurassic Park 2, and the Netflix hit Stranger Things. He played a role in each one, crafting a creepy character.
This is from Jumanji, the first one with Robin Williams in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the studio was nice enough to let me run a copy before I came out here.
His latest project hits close to home. Wayne grew up in Lee County, and a monster thrill attraction has always been in his plans.
This actually will keep wrapping around, so we have rooms that are intertwined with a lot of mazes. So it gets really dark and disorienting as you're going through. You feel things hit you in the face. The walls have texture on them. So it's there's a lot of little things that as you're walking through, you may get hit in the face with the spider web being in complete darkness. And then around each turn, there's going to be someone there to scare you. So it's those jump scares is what's going to get you.
As complex as the haunted house, it's nothing compared to the orchestrated chaos behind the scenes.
This is kind of our access point, so everyone that's in the makeup room that's in the back of the haunt, they can then make their way through, and then we have all these little secret passage doors that go into each one of the rooms, and then breezeways that you can hop onto the other side of the haunt.
I like the way you have the arrows, so people kind of know.
Yeah, safety's a big thing because it's so dark. It's one of those things to where if there is an issue or something, we have emergency backlight system that pops on.
In the very back is Wayne's world, the lifeblood of his monster magic. Everything is hand sculpted, then molded and finally made into a super fitting suit.
This is actually like a zombie suit. So it's like head to toe zombie suit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wickedly delicious, his vision is still a work in progress.
I always like having the cool stuff, but it's like you're trying to bring it into that really scary realm to where it makes people feel really uncomfortable.
And that's when you're happy, when they're really uncomfortable?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that we're going over with a lot of our actors and stuff. It's like, get people's personal space.
Wayne's pledge to visitors is to give them an experience they won't forget. Oh my God! If you're lucky, it might be Wayne, dressed as a zombie or a ghoul, that catches you by surprise. After all, scaring people silly is his pleasure. Are you a scream queen at heart? If you want to turn up your Halloween look, this one's for you. Our Shelby Reynolds treated a few of her fellow features reporters to a creepy makeover.
Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds here at the Naples Daily News, and I'm here with Laura LaRusso, who is a special effects makeup artist, and she is here to show us 3 really popular Halloween special effects looks. And so we have 3 guinea pigs. I'm gonna be first. But first, tell me, how did you get into doing this exactly?
Well, I've always been in makeup. I've done makeup for years, and last year, me and 2 of my friends won a competition, and that brought us to Vegas. And it was all about beauty, so I had to learn how to do special effects and do body art because I just thought, well, if they throw something at me, I want to know how to do it. And I never realized how much fun it would be.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Here I am.
Well, I'm so excited to see it. So I'm gonna go first. So
Yes.
what am I gonna be this time?
You are going to be a sugar skull.
Very popular right now.
Yes, very popular. The second look that we're doing today is a bite, like an infected bite mark.
Ooh.
So yeah. And then our third one is actually a zombie. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Very good. Okay, well, let's get started.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I'm dying to see this. Oh my gosh. That is so much more intricate than I thought it was going to be. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rebecca Rice.
Hi.
What am I going to be today?
Today you are going to have a really nasty bite on your neck, and you're going to be diseased from that bite.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am excited about
So hopefully
that.
you're not contagious.
Well, let's hope.
Okay. Okay, we're done.
We're done?
Yep.
I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, that's amazing. I've been bitten.
Hey, my name's Tad Mast. I'm a reporter at the Naples Daily News. What am I going to become today?
You are going to be a flesh-eating zombie.
All right, let's get at it.
Okay. All right, I think we're done.
All right, let's see what I look like. Wow. All right, let's go scare someone.
All right, we're all finished. I just want to say thank you so much, Laura, for coming out today and messing with our faces.
My pleasure.
You can follow Laura at Lalo Creations on Instagram, and you can find my story at naplesnews.com. Thank you so much.
Pumpkin is definitely the flavor of the month. Actually, it's a legend of the fall in the form of pumpkin spice. Coffee drinkers are lapping it up.
You can have a regular coffee with pumpkin flavor. You can have a latte macchiato with pumpkin flavor. We do everything, so we are flexible.
Coffee shops are a true battleground for the hotly contested pumpkin spice war. Makes you wonder if consumers are ready to lap it up.
I personally am not a fan of the pumpkin spice latte or pumpkin anything. I think it's great for the pumpkin industry. You know, I hear the farmers are doing well this time of year, so, you know, if it helps them, I'm all for it.
Pumpkin Palooza may in fact be a bounty for manufacturers. This fall is welcoming a lot of products, from pumpkin pancakes and candy, ice cream and milkshakes, to ravioli, veggie burgers, protein bars, even Kellogg's limited edition pumpkin spice frosted flakes. Those mass-produced goodies are no substitute for the home brews and homemade gorgeous treats Rebel Coffee has planned.
And we have pumpkin pies and pumpkin cakes. So this is what we are doing also for this year.
Forbes magazine pegged the pumpkin spice economy at more than $100 million annually. That was 3 years ago, but there's no accounting for taste.
I used to be a barista and I loathe pumpkins, so now that I'm not in the industry anymore, they can have it.
I like the pumpkin drinks. I think they're quite good.
Opposites attract, you know?
The proof is in the pumpkin pudding. A lot of folks must be falling for it. When we come back, I bet you've never seen anything like this. Our news press crew spotted this on Fort Myers Beach. Look at all those tiny windows. Bet you can't guess what it is. The answer is coming up after the break.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
You could be susceptible to a potentially painful condition. Diverticulosis can be a precursor to inflammation or infection in the digestive tract. Here's the latest in this week's Positively Healthy. There's a good chance a lot of people are walking around with a weak spot in their colon and don't even know it.
Diverticulosis is commonly diagnosed on colonoscopy. We see the outpouchings. People don't typically know they have it until we see it on the colonoscopy.
Small protruding pouches in the colon don't typically reveal themselves, staying asymptomatic unless the weak spot becomes a trouble spot.
These become problematic when food or material gets stuck in the little pouches, and then the little pouches get infected.
At that point, board-certified colorectal surgeon Susan Serra says diverticulosis progresses into an acute condition.
Diverticulosis is when you have the pouches, and diverticulitis is when you've developed the infection. Not all people with diverticulosis develop diverticulitis. Only about 30% of people.
While diverticulosis can go unnoticed, diverticulitis has very visible symptoms.
So it's typically pain and fevers. The pain is located in the left lower quadrant, so the left lower side of the abdomen. And it doesn't go away. Over a period of time, it typically continues to get worse or persists.
Treatment can range from antibiotics to eliminate infection, or in serious cases, surgery to resection a damaged colon. The takeaway is to decrease the chance of getting diverticulitis by increasing fiber in the diet.
The key is to try and get between 25 and 30 grams of fiber in your diet a day. It does require looking at labels and looking at the number of grams of fiber in certain foods.
Getting ahead of a potential problem may help people avoid a painful progression. Before the break, we rolled video of an unusual looking bus. As you can imagine, it turns heads wherever it goes. In keeping with our show's theme, we'll let you decide whether it's a trick or treat.
What you see is in the front here we have a normal tour bus. People we ride there during the day. In the back we have the sleeping cabins. So at the beginning of the tour, every person or every couple gets her cabin assigned, and that is your home for the whole trip. So you get familiar with it. You put all your stuff into it. The cabin is too small for all your luggage. So what people do is they take a smaller bag and they put in clothes for about 3 days, and the big bag goes into the bus. So in every 3 days we take out the main luggage, and they can change clothes. So since we don't have a bathroom on board, we stop every about 2 hours, 1.5, 2 hours for to go to the restroom. And almost every time people stop with a car and they keep asking where you're from. If they see the empty bus, a lot of people assume this is an artist. These doors for the cabins is the stage, or it's a chicken transportation, right?
Here's our treat to you, a preview of stories our reporters are working on the beat.
Thanks, Amy. Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds. I'm the food writer at the Naples Daily News. It's that time of year when seasonal residents are starting to return to Southwest Florida, and so are farmers markets. There are at least 6 farmers markets in Collier County, with still more scheduled to open later this year. I'm interested in finding out what it takes for vendors to be included in our farmers markets, and I found that many communities across the U.S. have much stricter guidelines. Read more about the story in Friday's Naples Daily News or online at naplesnews.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Collins, features reporter here at the Naples Daily News. This Saturday is the Paradise Coast Wine and Food Experience, and I spoke to a couple of local restaurant managers on 5th Avenue South who are excited to get their name out there during this event and share some of their best culinary treats to Naples foodies. For more on this story, visit naplesnews.com.
Hi, my name is Brittany Carloni, and I'm a reporter with the Banner and the Naples Daily News. This week, I wrote about Trisha Leckby. She's a resident of Bonita Springs who has battled breast cancer over the last year. Last week, her family, friends, and the national nonprofit Pink Heals surprised her with a fundraiser to help pay for her medical bills. Read more about Trisha's story in last Wednesday's edition of the Banner and online at naplesnews.com.
I'm Harriet Heithouse, arts and entertainment writer for the Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com. What does it mean to be a Latino artist with Latino interests in the news and the flashpoint of immigration at the border? We talked to 2 local artists who are in the upcoming art auction for Latinos at St. Anne's School. Today in the Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com.
We've got one more for you, and it's Brent Batten with his weekly commentary. Brent.
Thanks, Amy. By now, we all have our favorite stories about bad marketing decisions. The Edsel, Starbucks baristas forcing customers to talk about race, the NFL and the whole kneeling thing. But here's one that tops them all. An Australian billionaire is building a replica of the cruise ship Titanic and intends to offer passenger service between Southampton, England and New York. The ship is expected to launch in 2022, and the owner promises, quote, an authentic Titanic experience, providing passengers with a ship that has the same interiors and cabin layout as the original vessel, end quote. Now, I'm no history buff, but didn't the first Titanic hit an iceberg and sink in 1912, killing more than 1,500 people on a trip between Southampton and New York? Also, didn't that happen on the ship's first voyage? So the totality of the, quote, authentic Titanic experience amounts to a couple of days at sea, followed by a wrenching collision, a few terrifying hours of panic, then immersion into icy waters. To be honest, one of those Disney cruises sounds like more fun. The builders say we shouldn't worry because the new Titanic comes equipped with modern safety features and 21st century technology. I'm sure all the modern safety features were of great comfort to the passengers on the original ship. After all, it was the most advanced of its day and billed as unsinkable, until it broke in two and sank to the bottom. With shipborne illnesses, groundings, rough seas, and broken toilets, the cruise industry has taken a public relations beating over the past few years. You'd think the last thing it would want to do would be to rekindle memories of the worst cruise ship disaster in history. But sometimes the marketing folks just blow it. How else do you explain New Coke? I'm Brent Batten. Be sure to read my columns on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the Naples Daily News. Check me out on Facebook, and as always, thanks for watching.
Still ahead, months in the making. A Southwest Florida mom is a costume wizard, whipping up matching outfits for her family of 5. That's ahead on Behind the Headlines.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA Triple Check Insurance Review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA Triple Check today.
A Naples mom trades in the title of homemaker for costume maker this time of year. She puts great effort into turning out a family tradition. Lauren Osborne stepped away from her career as a highway patrol trooper and put the pedal to the metal of a sewing machine. A wife and mother of 3, Lauren picked up a passion for creating great family-themed costumes. 2 years ago, the entire family dressed up as characters from Peter Pan. This year, the stay-at-home mom has spent months working on elaborate costumes inspired by the movie Ghostbusters. Back in the day, as we grumpy old people like to say, a good Halloween meant a pillowcase stuffed with candy. Remember the Red Hots and the candy corn? If you were lucky, you'd get gum or some chocolate. But times have changed and kids are much more savvy when it comes to grading candy.
There's so much old-fashioned candy here that kids never saw when they were growing up. And we want to know, with our little boys to try it, whether they like the candy that was good 20, 30, 40 years ago. So first, let's go with Chuckles. Now, I remember Chuckles. Now there are tons of chewy candy, but 20 years ago there weren't, and maybe 30. And these are called Chuckles, and everybody loved them. So let's give it a try. Everyone see this?
Yeah.
Gonna try it?
They taste sweet.
Sweet?
Sweet.
Are they good though?
Yeah.
You would eat them? Would you buy them if you had money? Thumbs up. And now we have bag, which is sold by the pound, of chocolate nonpareils. This was so popular it still is now, but years and years and years ago. And it's chocolate covered with little sprinkles. And it was like a favorite of everybody. You want to try one?
Yeah.
Want to try one?
Yeah.
Aiden, can you try that? I'll give you a little one.
It's very hard.
It's very hard? Oh, don't break your teeth or anything.
No, it's not that.
You can always spit out if we don't.
It tastes very chocolatey and tastes like peanut butter.
Tastes like peanut butter? Thumbs up or thumbs down? If you had money, you would buy it.
Yep.
Okay. This has been popular. Candy buttons, I think, forever and ever and ever and ever.
Is it edible paper?
I think, yeah, it's sugar. It's really sugar that you see. They attach it with sugar. How do you think?
It's crunchy.
Do you like it or no taste?
It doesn't have that much of a taste.
No?
You cannot have chewy stuff.
What do you think, Aiden?
They don't have a lot of flavor in them. That's what I said. But they're very sugary. Double in the middle. Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
And you were where?
In the middle.
Next, we're trying Pop Rocks, which are more, I think, from kids from the 80s remember Pop Rocks really well. Like your moms remember Pop Rocks. And these like pop in your mouth. And again, all sugar, but what's fun without sugar?
It tastes like the dentist. Very poppy. Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks.
This is wax, and you would bite off the top and then suck the juice out from the inside.
You gotta go back to your plate.
It's sweet, sugary liquid, and kids usually love it. And then they would chew on the wax, which, I don't know, kind of gross, but people do. It's a reject. Okay, this I never even saw, but it's really old-fashioned. It's called satellites. Listen, gentlemen, you put this whole thing in your mouth. It looks like paper, but it's not. And it melts on your tongue, and then inside is a surprise. Let's see. Would you have another one if you or no?
I would have another one.
You would?
I'm gonna give it 2 in the middle.
These are called sugar babies. They're the babies of the sugar daddy caramel pops that they have, and then they have sugar babies.
They're very hard.
Oh, they're hard? Okay.
And sticky.
Hard and sticky.
But they're very good. But how do I eat them?
Now we are going to what's called circus peanuts.
When you put it in the mouth and you chew it,
yeah,
it tastes like real peanuts. But then when you swallow it, it tastes like oranges.
Oh, how interesting! What do you think?
Yummy.
What does it taste like to you?
It tastes like babies.
Before peanut butter cups became the vogue, there was mallow cups, and everybody would eat these. Wipe your face.
That's good.
It's good?
Look your face. They're peanut buttery.
Nope.
Very good. I don't like I know you're not.
You don't want to try it? Okay, that's fine.
Why don't you want to try it, Amy?
They're so white. Flying saucers.
Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks. Mallow cups.
Mallow cups. And that is old-fashioned candy. Still as fun as it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. A lot more money, but still a lot of fun because kids don't change. They still enjoy everything that we did when we were young.
I eat every candy. I would eat the whole entire store if I was a giant.
Before we head out today, we wanted to recognize that October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. In honor of all those impacted by this disease, including some near and dear to us here in the newsroom, we're going to wrap up with a few quick picks from our local breast cancer events. And that will do it for us. Thank you for watching. You can always catch up on past shows by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the homepage, scroll down to quick links and select behind the headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.
And this just keeps on coming around, so you can see, I'll kind of hold it low, but we have, skeletons everywhere.
Okay, like
yeah.
Stumpy Amy.